So obviously everyone here is a speaker, so you guys like to speak, but I'm going to request that everyone keeps your answers within 1 minute, okay? Yes? Promise? All right, great. So we're going to start off by giving the audience one tip for success. One of your best tips for success, and we're going to go ahead and start right here. No, you have the microphone. You can go. All right, we can start down at the end. What's your best tip for success?
Education. I believe education is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself. Always improve yourself. I just got my second master's degree in image consulting, and I highly recommend that you always improve yourself, such as those courses that Bill Walsh does as well.
That's awesome, yes. And let me just add to that. Obviously, she's speaking education like going to college and university. I personally don't love that kind of education, but I have attended so many seminars and so many events like this, and I can tell you that I've personally gotten way more in my business and my life in that type of education. So when she says education, it's not just going to school, it's not just going to college or university, it's also attending events like this. So that's great, I like that.
Well, my tip would be have a great plan. Make your plan so you can, it's fluid, so if you grow, it can grow with you. But if you don't have a good plan, you're not going to have any direction. And without direction, you don't have any real growth.
Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, yes. Yes.
Well, for me, it has to be purpose. Create a business with something you are passionate about, and you will never work a day of your life.
Amen.
If you hate what you do, I'm sorry, you're not living, you're dying. You're just surviving at the moment. When you are doing what you love, you can't wait to wake up every day because you know you're doing what you're here for. It's going to be challenges? Yes, of course. Everything that is worth it is challenging. Like Bill Walsh says, you know, every success story is a 10-year in the making. So stay focused with faith. Stay connected to your faith, whatever that is, and live your purpose because the world needs your gift today.
Oh, yes.
Gracias.
Yes. And I just want to add to that. Entrepreneurs are the craziest people. They're willing to work 80 hours a week to not have to work 40 for someone else. Yes or yes? All right. Amen. All right.
Well, my advice will be resourceful and be clear about what you want and never give up. Always be clear about what you want and do a little tiny thing each day, because success is not about a one-time event. It's every day doing a little bit towards that. Sometimes it's something simple like sending an email or calling somebody, but also I will say, also what is very important for success is have your head very clear. Decide to be successful, decide to be happy every day. Stand up and keep on walking, never give up, because it's only you, the one is putting all these things to don't get what you want to go, okay?
I love it. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ray. For me, the opportunity to give the best to your business, to the relationships, to everything that you do in the life, you have to become the best version of you. When you become the best version of you, you can do everything in the best version. And to become the best version of you, you have to live your purpose, you have to live your passion, and also you have to do something every day to make you get out of your comfort zone every day. So that is my tip for you.
Excellent. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Well, my tip is just systems. You know, pick your path, the business you're gonna choose, and you have to have a system behind it. This system will help you in so many ways when you get back home with your family. If you have a system in place, you're gonna find yourself doing becoming another job. Now you have a business and it is big, but it's another job. So you have to have a system in place, and that's gonna help you get to your why at the end.
That's awesome. Yep.
All right, so my advice is to delegate everything, all right? Because everyone tells me I don't have enough time to buy real estate. I don't have enough time to do this or do that. I don't have enough time to open up my second company. Well, what about the people who have 5 companies, 10 companies, like myself? How do I find to do all that? You've got to delegate as much as possible. So what you do is you only do what makes the most money for you during the day, which is closing or asking for the order in your business, right? And the second thing is that free up enough time so you can start to do real estate deals with other people's money, right? You heard that before, that's true. And be able to leverage yourself and your time so that you can now become cash flow positive every month by have huge amounts of passive income coming in. Who would like to have an extra 10 or 20,000 a month passive income? Raise your
Oh
hand.
yeah. Oh yeah.
All right? Well, that's what comes from delegating your time, spending more time leveraging real estate so you can be a part of the big wigs, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Love it. Are those some good tips? Yes? Are you going to apply them? Yes. All right, because it doesn't matter how great the tips are if you don't actually apply it, right? Yes. All right, so I'm going to start over here again. Oh, no, I'm going to start with you for this time. Yeah. Obviously, we all face challenges in our business, right? And up here, it's no difference. We all experience ups and downs. So when you face challenge in your business, how do you deal with it? What do you do?
Well, the time that I face challenge in my business, I take massive action, and I've observed what is the challenge, and I try a lot of different strategies to get over the challenge. And one of the challenges that I overcome was like how I can shine brighter than the rest so people will know my value, because we live in a world full of people very talented and competition around us that they do as good as we can do. So the time that I face this great challenge is the time that I write my book and everything changed. That's when I become brighter than the rest, and it was easier for me to introduce myself of who I was and what I can do for you. And that also was the time that I found my purpose. So challenge actually served me.
Yes, amen. Absolutely.
That is a wonderful question. In my case, in moments of challenge, I connect to my spiritual faith. Whatever it is for you, God, universe, higher self, energy, vibration, in moments of challenge, you connect to that essence. And you will see that everything will be okay, because every challenge comes with an amazing lesson. There is always wisdom behind every challenge. And the second thing I do, I always surround myself around extraordinary people that I know they already went there. That's why I always go, whatever Bill asks me to be, I will be there. I will change my schedule because I know he has been there and he has done that and succeed. I have amazing mentors, people that I trust, that I know they're already living their purpose and doing it to serve other people, not just for money, and they're also making amazing money. So when I did that, I went from being broke, making my first $1 million in 3 months, because I changed my spiritual relationship with money. I had separation of spirituality and business, and I discovered they are one thing. When you put the two together, no matter what happened, you will be great.
Yes.
When I'm faced with challenges, the first thing I do is always I pray, because where there is faith, you can't have worry. And then the second thing I do is I go exercise, because when I'm at the gym, it's the place that I can clear my head, I can get through my things, put on my headphones, and I usually think things out. I'm an accountant, and I'm also a QuickBooks Pro advisor, so you'd be surprised how many people like to call January to March telling me their books are a mess, and things like Marathon, the gas station, being coded as like a runner's club, and seeing things like that. So when I need to think things out, that's what I do.
Awesome, yes.
First, what I do, I breathe. Then after that, I make it happen. You have to be positive, you have to work very hard, and then you make it happen, any challenge that comes in your way.
Okay, for me, in the business, distractions. Sometimes in life, you start doing your business, or you are on your business, and a lot of opportunities come to you in different ways, and you say, okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity, I'm gonna take another opportunity, and that makes like a distraction in your life, in your real path. So what I did was connecting with my real purpose, with my real passion, and I start doing that every day. And I improved that technique in my trainings as a professional athlete, and I qualified, and I went to the world champion or OCR of obstacle races last year, just applying don't distractions in my life.
All right, yes.
I love this question because I think challenges is what makes each and every one of us. If it wasn't because of the challenge we faced in the past, we wouldn't be the person we're today. And I think if you approach it that same way, every single challenge, you'll be successful for the rest of your life. If your cars break down, you face it, fix the car, get up. Thank you.
All right.
I like that. This guy's good. It's hard to follow all these acts up here, I must say. Very talented very talented people up here. But for me, my biggest challenges actually lasted quite a long time, almost 6 or 7 years. My biggest challenges were finding a good real estate deal to invest in, but not having the money or an investor ready. And then having the money ready from an investor or my own and not having a good deal. It never matches up at the right time. Very difficult, right? And that goes on for years, ping-ponging back and forth. You find a deal, there's no money available. You find the money, there's no deal available, and then the money's gone. You agree? So I went through that for a long time. So I had a solution, which is to make sure I always have deals ready at any given time. So by building houses, I can build a house starting tomorrow, so my investors now can be participating in something from day one. So having the product ready when the money's ready is something that was my solution that really catapulted my career. And that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. So I'm just going to add to that. Whenever I face challenges, I always look at challenges as like going to the gym. And I believe that God puts these challenges like dumbbells in front of me. And I just got to work it out, right? And going to the, yeah, that's right. You see those guns? And I mean, going to the gym is painful, right? Like working out and really pushing through those reps, it's painful, but so are the challenges. But what's on the other side? It's how you feel afterwards. It's when you start seeing the definition, when you start seeing the success. It's exactly the same way when you have challenges in your business. Just look at it as the bigger the challenge, the bigger the breakthrough is going to be on the other side. So when I see challenges, I say bring it, because I am so excited to get done with this challenge and see what's waiting for me on the other side, right? All right. All right, so this is the last question. One book that is a must read, and it can be Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, it can be that one. Any other book, what is a must read book? And if you do know the author, just say it. If not, just the title's fine.
Okay, the one book is a book that I write, guys.
And it can be the book you wrote, but you can go ahead and plug it since you were
Well,
first.
my book is called Unleash the Women Within, and it's the time I found my true purpose in my life. And the reason that it's so important is because it was my own awakening, and even nowadays when I read it, sometimes I cry because I remember the process, you know. So, well, that's my story. But yeah, there's a lot of great books out there, like the 4-Hour Week or all those, you know. But that's a good book for me, and I think I recommend to all of you because it will show you 8 simple steps to finding who you truly are and how to get there. Thank you.
Awesome.
A great book I highly recommend is The Power of Now. It allows you to be fully present, because when you're not present in your business, in your relationship, even when you're having fun, you will never enjoy your life, because you will be always in your ego thinking about the past or the future. So The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. That is the author.
All right.
I have 2. One is Tools for Titans by Tim Ferriss. It's an amazing book full of tidbits of not even tidbits, pages of information from some of the top sports leaders, some of the top speakers, some of the top business leaders, and you pick up all kinds of tricks there. And the second one is mind hacking. It helps you be more efficient, understand the process of most people when they go through their minds.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
My favorite book is Blue Ocean Strategy by Shan Kim. It's a terrific book, and then you can learn a lot of tips about businesses and finances as well.
Awesome. Yes.
Okay, for me, the best book could be the 7 Days of a Mental Diet from Emmett Fox. So I have heard in the fitness world about diet. Diet is the secret to have results, right? So imagine this book. It's only 6 pages. You can read it this night, and it's about the mental diet that you can do. Like remove all the negative thoughts that we have every day. So this book will give you the tools and the master key to transform that thoughts that we have every day.
Excellent.
The 7 Days of a Mental Diet from M. Fox.
Mental diet.
I think all books are awesome. You know, each book you're gonna grab something that you can implement into your business, into your life. But if there's one book I could recommend, it's The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. This book will show you how you should implement systems into your business. Like that, when you get back home, you can go back to your kids. You're not getting yourself another job. Thank you.
Awesome.
my favorite book is The 4-Hour Work Week, which he almost mentioned there for a minute.
Yeah.
And the 4-Hour Work Week means we get to only work 4 hours a week. Who would like that in the room? Anybody?
Yeah.
All right. So it all goes back to delegating. If you delegate most of the tasks during your day, you could spend time doing what makes the most money and focusing on more companies or more real estate or more investing, whatever it is that you're good at or you like to do. So definitely it's called The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. And I know that some of you don't like Trump, but even The Art of the Deal had given me a lot of good real estate tips in it as well. Okay? Thank you.
Excellent. You guys get all that? You wrote it all down? I see everybody writing, right? Our expert panelists will be here to the end of the event, so if you guys want an opportunity to speak with any of them, you'll have that opportunity. All their business cards and contact information will be in the back of the room, in the back table as well. And I want to give everybody a big round of applause and a big thank you. Big round of applause for everyone.